Right, 12th April 2025, and today I'm going to be giving you an update on a very important topic. And we're looking here at Blessed Geza, top war veteran, and the announcement that has been made today. So I want to quickly go into it. So let's listen to what has been said today.
Right, maskera zvakadi muri yeZimbabwe. Ndati nditaure chinhu ichi. Tinonzwa vamwe vachitaura nekubvunza kuti tanzwa kuti vageza vazosungwa vazodai. Aiwa, tazvinzwa zvamunotaura izvozvo, asi vageza vari very safe. Ende chechipiri, vageza expectai kuti anytime soon muchavaona vachiuya. Ende hamuvaoni vachiuya kuzotaura zvisari basa kavai. Kana vakuya kuzotaura, that one is a man of action. So vatarisire at any time, expect him anytime from now. Expect equity. I'm not talking about today, I'm not saying today, yes, but mazuva avo ekuuya ava pedyo, chavaona vachauya. Handi manzwaka ehe, vazhinji vari distereki wai vanyarara. Inbox yangu yakazara mameseji hobho, ko mukuru wai anyarara ari kupi, ari safe here? Nekuti mapropaganda anenge achifamba ekuti azosungwa azodai. Vageza vari very safe, let it be clear. Ende madays ekuti vauye vataure nemi ari pedyo, but muchavaona. I'm not going to announce kuti vanouya rini, but let it be clear kuti madays ekuuya kuzotaura nemi ari pedyo. Saka tinotenda zvikuru, rambai makashinga nekubatana nekuvaka nyika. Handi mazoona ka? Yes, nyika ndeyevanhu. Even the incoming president ngaaite zvinoda vanhu, ndozvatiri kuda izvozvo. And we are 100% kuti munhu iyeyo munhu wevanhu. Makaita president asingakare mari, president hafana kuita vana vakawanda stere kuita 60 so. No. Right, maskera zvakadi muri yeZimbabwe. Ndati nditaure chinhu ichi. Tinonzwa vamwe.
Right, so I think it's clear. You've heard the statement. Top war veteran, Blessed Geza, is going to make an announcement. And this announcement is being looked at by every Zimbabwean wants him to speak. And I want to show you the vote that was taken. There was a vote to say what should war veteran Blessed Geza speak about. And here is the result of the vote. I'll quickly show you what people said they wanted. So Zimbabweans want to understand what Mutare Geza has planned for Zimbabweans. So announce a final push, that is very important. And then update on impeachment, number 2. So 14,500 people voted for Mutare Geza to give an announcement on the next step or the final push, or what should happen now after the stay away, which was very successful. So Zimbabweans want to know what is next from Mutare Geza. Out of 20,000 people who voted, 14,500 want to know what is the next step. So Mutare Geza, a huge following, and people are waiting for him to speak. And as soon as he gives an indication, I'll let you guys know. You remember yesterday I tried to call him, but unfortunately we were able to get hold of Mutare Geza. But it's clear Zimbabweans are engaged. They want Mutare Geza to make an announcement and to speak as soon as possible. Now, let me quickly go to some news. And I want to spend a bit of time in Zambia before I go back to Zimbabwe. So in Zambia, there's been a massive development, which is the death of 2 prominent Zambians this week. So let's start with the Clerk of Parliament. So the Clerk of Parliament of Zambia has died while on a trip to Ubes. This country is crazy. Uzbekistan. He died over there while on a trip with the Speaker of Parliament. So Clerk of Parliament, Mr. Roy Ngulube, has died over there. Very sad. He died after a short illness while on a trip. And then opposition leader Edith Nawakwi has died after she was airlifted to South Africa. And on arrival in South Africa, she passed away. And her body was sent back yesterday for burial. President Hakainde Hichilema attended the burial. As you are aware, President Hakainde Hichilema is seeking a second term, and the elections in Zambia are going to take place in 2026. Very interesting elections, because President Hakainde Hichilema has done so well for Zambia, and we expect him to get that second term very easily. Zambia has been on a growth trajectory ever since President Hakainde Hichilema took over. And just this week, President Hakainde Hichilema has announced through his government the ICT innovation program, and Zambia is doing very, very well. I love it. I love Zambia, and I love President Hakainde Hichilema. He's doing very, very well. One of the best presidents in this region. Then I want to go back to Zimbabwe. Let's start with some announcements. So what is going to be happening? So today there is an election in Zimbabwe, 2 by-elections, but the most important by-election is the by-election in Glenview South. And as I said yesterday, every person in Glenview South, please go there and vote against the Chigananda candidate. So the ZANU-PF candidate, Cde Nyokayemabhunu, must lose. And everyone, please wake up and go and vote against her. She is Mnangagwa's candidate. Mnangagwa has got vascular dementia, and we don't want to vote for candidates who are supported by someone like that. So please, if you're in Glenview South, wake up and go and vote against her. We wanted to lose by 90% or more. M31, Siangena. So from now onwards, M31, Siangena. Then let me look at other announcements. Mnangagwa has signed into law the PVO bill. So Mnangagwa has signed into law, and they can now monitor the activities of NGOs. So any NGO in Zimbabwe can now be monitored after Mnangagwa signed the PVO bill into law. Let's look at other stories here very quickly. There is a prophet who was supposed to come to Zimbabwe. Prophet Kacou Phillipe has now been granted a visa. The visa was cancelled in August, and they've now allowed him to come into Zimbabwe. So go check that out. Very important story. I don't know why people love prophets, but Zimbabweans love prophets. They can't stop talking about prophets. Then let's look at something here very quickly. Entertainment story. In Bulawayo, popular Bulawayo businessman, Brilliant Ncube, has got 2 wives. You can see him with his 2 wives here, all of them pregnant. And currently, he is embroiled in a maintenance dispute. Brilliant Ncube has got a lot of funeral parlors. That is 12 in South Africa, 14 in Zimbabwe, and 2 in Botswana. And his marriage to these 2 women was like a model of 2 marriages, like polygamous relationship. But it turns out that he's broken up with his first wife, Sibonguthando Ncube. You can see how young they were when they started dating, when he had nothing. So the court has ordered him to pay a maintenance of $550 a month, which he failed to pay for some reason. He's got so much money, but I don't know how he felt. And she is now being granted an order to receive $6,000 from him. So very interesting to see this relationship, which was a model of a polygamous relationship, breaking down in public. And at this time, you can see that Brilliant Ncube was looking like the man of the moment with 6 children from these 2 women. But it hasn't worked out so well for him. So let's look at the newspapers. Let's start with the Herald newspaper and see what is over there. I don't think they've published. So let's look at Herald Zimbabwe. What is in the Herald Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe. Right, let's type Zimbabwe properly. Herald Zimbabwe still hasn't published. And I'll come back here later tonight or later in the afternoon if there's anything of interest in there. In fact, I do see this newspaper here. Let's see what is in the Herald newspaper. I'm going to share it with you on the screen so that you can see what is over here. So in the Herald newspaper, it says SME, a major economic driver. You can see Mnangagwa over there. You can see Garwe. You can see Mtangwa. And you can see Nganga, Mnangagwa over there. Mdara uyu Inganga, Tawengwa, Inganga ya Mnangagwa. Very sad. Kutanganga yakadai. So that is Edmbare. I explained to you that to get a store here, you must have a membership card of ZANU, which is crazy. You cannot be a vendor here if you're not a member of ZANU. So I don't see how this is a driver of economic development. This is just a gimmick. And Mnangagwa Arkuravan and Zara. Then let's look at the elections. Glenville South constituency and Rushunga 19, Ward 19 by-elections. These are the places where you're going to vote. Glenville South, please make sure you go to primary school, Glenville 2 primary school, Glenville 1 primary school, Glenville 3 primary school, Kondai primary school, and Chemanza primary school, Chirangano primary school, and Glenville 3 shopping center. Then make sure that Cde Nyokayemabhunu loses. We wanted to lose as much as possible. So vote against this young lady. Vote for Chamisa's candidate. And I would like to ask all the candidates, Variko, to support anyone who is not Cde Nyokayemabhunu. Phone me on this number. We're going to come out and give details in the afternoon. And we're going to send messages out. M31, from now onwards, we want Mnangagwa to lose every election that is going to contest. Mnangagwa and Uganda want them to lose very badly to show people that people are angry, people don't want him. Do not make him win an election. Mnangagwa anofana kuluza nevanhu vake vese Uganda. These are Uganda candidates supported by Tungwarara. Atidi munhu anoti tungwa achivhotera ZANU. So no tungwa, atidi tungwa. Make sure you vote against Cde Nyokayemabhunu. Ngaluze munhu iyeye. Zviri legendary. We wanted to lose like never before. So don't even give a one vote. South. This announcement is very serious. Let lose. Very, very legendary. Ngaluze zvinotyisa. Cde Nyokayemabhunu. Atidi kana one munaru Glenville South anovhotera Cde Nyokayemabhunu. Atidi tungwa ikoko. Then let's look at the Newsday newspaper. Let's see if there's anything in the Newsday newspaper. Newsday Zimbabwe. And then I'll bring this to an end and I'll be here later on during the day. We're going to be giving you more updates going forward. Much more updates. There's nothing in the Newsday newspaper. The Newsday newspaper of Zimbabwe is not published as yet. For me, I don't know on other places if they've published. So I've made it very, very clear. Today, ngatibatani, ngataridze kubatana, vanhu vese vemuZimbabwe. Going forward, M31, Siangena, we're not going to be playing. Any election that is coming, the coalition is M31, and we're going to be making further announcements. Atidi kana munhu one wezanu ya Mnangagwa tungwa atidi kuti awine any election. Ngavaluze vanhu ava zvinotyisa. Right. And you must understand, Cde Geza was expelled from ZANU. So we are not going against ZANU. We're just saying ZANU ya Mnangagwa haisi real ZANU. Mnangagwa arikuita zvake nevana vake. That is what he's doing. And Cde Geza has made it very clear. Cde Geza is going to be coming to speak within the next week. Comrade Nyokayemabhunu mazvinzwa. Let me replay for you again before I go.
Vachitaura nekubvunza kuti tanzwa kuti vageza vazosungwa vazodai aiwa tazvinzwa zvamunotaura izvozvo asi vageza vari very safe. And chechipiri vageza vaexpectai kuti anytime soon muchavaona vachiuya, and hamuvaone vachizotaura zvisari basa kavai. Kana vakuuya kuzotaura, that one is a man of action. So vatarisirei at any time, expect him anytime from now. Expect kuti, I'm not talking about today, I'm not saying today, yes, but mazuva avo ekuuya ava pedyo, uchavaona vachauya. Handi manzwaka ehe, vazhinji vari disterek wai vanyarara, inbox yangu yakazara mameseji hobho, ko mukuru waya anyarara ari kupi, ari safe here, nekuti mapropaganda anenge achifamba ekuti azosungwa azodai. Vageza vari very safe, let it be clear. And madays ekuti vauye vataure nemi ari pedyo, but
So you've heard it. Mutare Geza is coming to address isu hatineti. We won't get tired. We won't quit, won't stop until Mnangagwa is gone, until we have a new government. And remember, where we're going, we're building a new country, a new Zimbabwe. Let's not get tired. Do not live in a foreign country where you pay 90% of your money to rent, a salary. Do not live in a country where you don't work. Do not live in a country where you earn $300. Minimum salary under the new government is going to be $1,500. And to top it up, we're going to have a country which is free, where there are no political prisoners. Currently, Mnangagwa is holding 104 political prisoners on top of journalist Blessed Geza. Mnangagwa is evil, has bone here and anavascular dementia. So make sure he loses very, very badly. Aputike musoro, Mnangagwa achaputika musoro, nekuipa, very evil man, anosunga vanhu achivachengeta mujere for no reason. And he continues, the country is collapsing, and he hopes that people will just let him go to 2030 or third term. As we go on, so let's make sure this man anoenda kumusha kwake, kumasvingo, kubikita, nevazukuru, onotamba ikoko. Mnangagwa ari kuuraya vanhu nenzara. So I think I've covered everything. Now let's go to my sponsor. People in the UK, this is the last week of the special. So we are currently running a special 2 for 1. If you're in the United Kingdom, buy 1 pack, you will receive 1 pack for free, only in the United Kingdom. But if you have bought before in the United States, in New Zealand, in Australia, all these countries, you are eligible for the 2 for 1 special. Do not miss this special. It will only come back again in December. And we're only left with less than 20 packs. So buy as soon as possible. Usatongwe nema salad. Usatongwe nema salad. This is an amazing product. Muve Weku Zimbabwe, the only organic and original packet that you can ever get. So I think I've covered everything. Let's look at the comments very quickly. Ola, Alois, how are you? Morning, everybody. Geza, Ziangena. 20 M31 Ziangena. M31 is the new coalition. And very soon, I can assure you guys, that M31 will start fielding candidates to Roa, Ugananda, very, very soon. And Hanzi, Vanemotika 13 to 18 April, Vemotika, Murodi, 13 to 18 April. I don't know what's happening 13 to 18 April. And what else? What else here do we have? Right, I think we're covered. We've covered everything. And let's wait for Mutare Geza to make his address. And as I said, I'll be out later on today. Glenview South is going to be an example to Mnangagwa. You're going to see Mnangagwa to lose the election, 90% loss. And want people to come out. As I said, candidates, call me, organizers, go over to Glenview South. This is the beginning of Kuluza kwa Mnangagwa in any election. So organizers, go over there, candidates, take your people, make sure people know that the person to vote against is Tita Omera. Ngaluze, Kisa, Skanda Uyo, Ujugananda. She must lose today. That is very, very important for her to lose. kuti Mnangagwa aone kuti ana vanhu munyika yese yeZimbabwe. Right, I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you later today. We're going to be giving updates very frequently as we move towards the impeachment. Mnangagwa's impeachment is imminent. There is going to be an impeachment on the 6th of May. Mnangagwa is being impeached. He's going to leave because he's medically unfit to be the president of Zimbabwe, and he's being controlled. All the documents that you're seeing are being signed by Auxilia and Mnangagwa's kids. They're signing those documents, and Mnangagwa himself is out of it. As we speak right now, Mnangagwa akatorara. He's been sleeping on medication for the past few hours. Auxilia is running the country together with the Owen Muda, Kodata Gurei, and Bamwe Vake, Bana Tumba Tumba. These are the guys who are running the country. Gananda, Bana Wikino Chivayo. Wikino Chivayo. His bank accounts have been frozen in South Africa. Aruku Famba de Marie Kuba, 1 billion, Yabakabaku Zimbabwe, and $580 million US dollars, which they stole together in Mnangagwa. Very evil people. When in Bulawayo, someone is waiting for 1 month to get a scan, admitted in hospital and sleeping in a bed, waiting for a scan. This is terrible. Mnangagwa has got no plan. Mnangagwa must go. Those Ripo and those Odavanu, M31, Siangena. I love M31. M31 in Mnangagwa. Let me see if I can find any M31 music. Kuti. Iripo here, M31. Right, so guys, I love this song. It's by one of our top artists here at Zimbabwe. So you can go and play that song on our platform. It's over there. You just type M31 Sangena. That is the coalition. So I'll see you again in the afternoon. We'll be giving very regular updates up to the impeachment. We're going to impeachment. Mnangagwa is going to lose, and he's going to go home. We're going to have a new president very, very soon. Mnangagwa is giving land to the MPs, and I've said it. If you're an MP and you took that land, it will cheta pasi land yoyo, imbwa inongere, cheta pasi imbwa inongere, a land ya Mnangagwa, cheta pasi, because zvakuzoitika zvinotyisa. So if we give a land, put it away. That's nothing. What is going to happen in the future is there is going to be a developed country. You don't care about the land chake, Mnangagwa, che bribe. Don't take that land and wait for the impeachment. Every MP must be ready. Atili zokutambiswa nguva na Mnangagwa anokupa land just before the time we impeachment. What is that? The whole of Zimbabwe is waiting for him to go. Don't be a sellout. Vanotengesa vese hatidi izvozvo. Vanamukoma vanorova. Vanamukoma vanorova. So don't play with vanamukoma. Uchitora chilendi, uchiti tumba. Hatidiba. So I would like to thank all of you for watching. I'll see you again later on today. Before we meet again at 9. So normally we have 3 sessions until the time when we go to impeachment. We're going to increase the frequency. Thank you very much and a good day.